Hello everybody, this is Sonia. Now I'm back here again because I want to show you more of this little piece of work that we're doing, okay? Now I hope I've got this camera in the right place. Me and hubby had a bit of a time putting that there. Now I need to cut this across here, level with that bit. I've actually pressed it. I need to cut across here to make that straight, so I can put a piece on the corner. And I'll cut this level with this bit here, and this bit here level with this bit here. Righto. Now I do hope that I have what I need to finish this on the table here. I don't have to disappear again down in the corner to get that right. Okay, so I can put this one across this way. If you can see what I'm doing, I hope so. Put this one across this way. Well, that'd be the wrong way to do it, wouldn't it? Because it won't work properly. You've got to put it this side here. Or should I do this bit? But then I'm going to do this bit in a different piece of fabric, I think. Can't see what I'm doing. Right, hang on a second. I'm just going to move the camera down a bit. Well, I was hoping I could anyway. Hubby was moving it pretty much a while ago. All right, what's going on with this now? Why can't I do it? Okay. Now, I think I've got it. Don't believe this is so hard today. I'm going to try and... How about that? Maybe this will work. Okay. Let's stop worrying about it for a minute, because I'm not going to get anything right if I keep going with this. Now this piece here I'd like to put on, so I can do it this way, right? Because there's no rules, and I can have it as part of the decoration on the thing, right? So I need it not to cover over so much, but a bit, you know, so it can be covering over a bit of it. So I'm going to cut this up here, maybe this way. Maybe this way, yeah, righto. I've got to try and look at what I'm doing and work in the area that you can see what I'm doing. Now I don't know if I want to see, if I don't want to have that bit there across here, so I'm going to take that right to the edge. I'm just going to sew that on, because that's what I want, I think. Yep, that's what I want. Now there's no rules to these things when you're putting them together. There's no rules, okay? And you just do the best you can. Alright. Take it right to the end. And right to the end there. You know what, it'd be a lot easier if I cut this off first, won't it? Cut this off. I could use that for something else anyway. It's a nice piece of creamy coloured bordered on lace. And I think, I don't know, I suppose people call it eyelet lace too, so it's what everybody's different, aren't they? Some different things. Make sure you got it the right way. The back will just be a little tiny bit straighter than the front. It's not going to be that much difference in it, so we've got to stop thinking about, we've got to think about what I'm doing here. I'm not concentrating on making sure you can see it. So I'm just going to do I think I might do it along here, the stab stitch, to start with, down this part. Alright, I'm going to come down here. I'll do that. Too worried about this camera angle, but we'll sort it out. I will get it sorted out so I can just pop the camera up there anytime I feel like it and do a video while I'm working on this. That'll be a really good thing, and then I don't have to worry about packing up all this stuff and going into the other room to do my videos. Okay, so if I stay, we're here, which is good, because the reason too that I'm doing this here is because I can't, if I'm doing it in the other room, I can't see up onto the table. If I hold this up onto the table, I can't see what I'm doing I haven't got the tripod organised in the right place. It sits on the table in there and I've got to sit up with it and poop up over the top, and it's really hard for me because I'm a bit short, and I'd like to sew close to myself here. I'm used to this, okay? I'm used to this sort of thing, and I suppose, and everybody would be. It's not very easy to hold your work out over there like that and try and sew it, okay? So, I've just got a piece of linen thing on in front of me here so it's not clashing with everything behind me with my clothes, so you can see what's happening. And this is how we put this together. So when I finish this one, I think I'll go back on to working on to the other piece, or I could just work on this piece as well, I suppose. Do as many as I like. It's just, you know, all good fun, isn't it? Because I could show you what I've done on the other one so far on this one. Okay, so I've done a sort of a back stitch pieces there, and I'm going to go into the back, couple of back stitches, and cut that off there. Now, and then we'd do around the edge. You don't have to really sew around the edge for the time being. You can in a minute, but not just yet because I don't have to. I can, but it'll take a bit of time, so I'll do a bit later when I'm not on here. Rightio. Now, this is Sonya and I'm in Australia, and I probably didn't say that at all because I know I do sometimes say it and other times I don't because I forget. I just want to get on here and start the thing without causing myself too much heartache and get it wrong. And sometimes I do forget to mention, but then I repeat myself, and so I'm telling you all day who I am and what I'm doing here. Now let's see if we put that one on there. Does it come up this way? Does it come up there? Look at that. Yeah, look at that. Will fit. Brilliant. Put it along here. So you've got to make sure that you've got all these pieces. And it doesn't matter if some of them are sitting out there, then you can see your line. You can see where you're up to, okay? So this is a continue on the craft with me, and I just hit that. But it's in a better place, I think. I don't know. And I'm a little bit more comfortable because my legs start to hurt when they're hanging down, and then, oh dear, I'm a bit of a grizzler today, aren't I? Sorry about that. I miss being on here, but I can't say how. I get very stressed out about what I'm going to put up next, you know. So I'm really pleased that I'm not stressed out now because I know what I'm going to do. I've done a real lot of videos on journaling and stuff like that, and to be honest with you, I'm a lot more comfortable doing this. I might make a few mistakes, but I feel a lot more. I mean, I was so excited last night when I went to bed. It's really weird because, well, usually I don't want to go because I've got stuff on my mind. I can't go to sleep. But I really was excited because I knew what I was going to do today. I knew what I was going to do with my videos. I have been doing these videos for 6 years. Must be heading into 7 now, and I really enjoy it. But it's really hard when you can't think of what to make next. And I'm thinking, well, I don't have to keep working on the journals all the time. I can do something else for a while. And I hope that's okay with everybody. That's, you know, because somebody put up for something one time and said, it's amazing how many different things people can do with a piece of paper. And it's true, it is. But hey, look at, I can think of a lot of different things. Not necessarily better. I can't say that because all you ladies like to do journals. Some of you do anyway. But I'm just thinking, you know, there's probably new subscribers out there that would like to come and see a little bit of this sort of work too, or the old ones, whatever. It doesn't really matter. If nobody's watching, it's still good for me. I do enjoy it. Now, I'm not going to be able to press that down because I haven't got the iron now. I didn't want to be trying to handle the iron and the camera and everything at one time because that was just too much for me. I'm going to sew around the edge of this one, but because I've got, oh, sorry, something's Most when you wear glasses, how something can start annoying your eyes, isn't it? But anyway, I'm going to press it down as best I can. Take it right out here to the edge of where this is. And I'm going to put a couple of stitches around here. Because you're not going to see these because they'll either be pulled out or be covered over by when I sew around it. You see where I'm going down around here. The stripey looks good, doesn't it? I do like these colours. I love these colours. But I'm really excited about doing one in gypsy styles. These are a little bit skew with. It only looks bad though because that's stripy. I know that sounds silly, but wait a minute till I cut it and you'll see that it's not so. See how this is. Got to go way back here. Cut that off. I'm going to cut the cotton. Don't cut your cotton. Righto. See, it doesn't look so bad. It's because it's a stripy white. Looks skew with. I suppose it still does a bit. Wait a minute. I'll cut this bit off here. Right. Very good. And sometimes you might have a little bit of thickness because you've got a few pieces, but that doesn't matter because if you get a good needle and you can go along there and you can cut it straight. And I'm going to pull this out a bit because it's gone a bit sideways. I went a bit sideways with my sewing there. I'll do that. This is not going to be good if I sit here and do this for ages and you get sick of looking at me. Suppose you can turn it off, I guess, if you must. I'm going to undo this because I said it looked bad, but it was a lot to do with my stitching too because I was going all over the place because I was thinking the stripes was wrong, but they weren't wrong. It was my sewing that was wrong. Righto, let me see. Where's some cotton and a needle? Now for doing this part of the sewing, you need just a needle you feel comfortable with. I don't like anything that's too heavy or too long. I just want it just right. When I say heavy, some of them do feel a bit heavier in your hands than others. It probably sounds silly, but they do. Like when you've... Oh dear, that's not good. I made a big knot then, a catastrophe. I have the habit of doing it like that, so I just keep going. See, this one's big and a bit gawky. This one's tiny, I know, but it just depends what you're sewing. So we're going to do a lot of ribbon work too on this. Silk ribbon embroidery. Yes, that's one of my favourites to do too, is the silk ribbon embroidery. I will also be using other sorts of ribbons, so you don't have to necessarily have the silk stuff. I will show you after I've done this what we need next, okay? After we've done this one, I'll show you what we're going to be using so people can just go, and if you want to continue on with me doing this, you can just go and collect up bits and pieces that you're going to need to do it with if you haven't ever done it before. Because, you know, I mean, it's extremely good fun. It really is extremely good fun. Now, okay. Very relaxing. It's the most relaxing craft I know. I do not panic when I'm doing this for some reason. So maybe you won't hear me say, nobody panic. Unless you think I'm doing something wrong. Now, isn't that looking good? I mean, doesn't that look good? I'm going to have to see if I can just manage to dip out a little bit of water. That failed miserably, didn't it? There's my bin there. I'm going to do it back to front a bit. Sorry about this. But I do need a drink. Too much talking. I'm hitting the tripod. Oh, dear. Okay. Sorry about this. But I do have to have a drink. Now. Right. Now, where am I? I don't know. I hope I put my needle back in the thing. Sometimes I have a habit of doing it and other times you don't. So I've threaded the needle a fair few times. And I do yes, I have a few things to show you, so I'll just finish this bit though first, before I show you what I'm doing, what I've got to talk about. Right, you would think I could get a bit better shot than what I've got there, but anyway, we'll see how we go. If it's no good, I won't put it up. I think the first one turned out all right, so I hope this is okay. This will be part 2, and we'll just go along in parts as far as we can. Right, now I need to put something on this part here. Now I got some fabrics, didn't I, from down the corner. Wonder what I've done with them. It's probably put them back down there, did I? And what colours have I got on here so far? Could be something in this bit. No, I didn't sit it there, did I? I'm thinking about putting a bit more of this on here. What do you reckon? That'd look nice, wouldn't it? Yes, I will put this on here. And that'll only go from there to there. So I'll have to show you what we do when we get into this situation, won't we? Okay. So you can collect up buttons, beads. In my case, I like to just use small beads, but you can, well, I can't say what size, but you don't want anything really big. I'm having a lot of trouble with, I've only done a bit of this, but I'm still thinking about journals and not thinking that you can have it as high as you want to, because this is something that won't matter, because it's not like it's going to be, oh well, if this is going to be a journal cover, because that's what I thought it would be, didn't I? Yep. Well, that doesn't matter. Well, it will to a degree. You don't want anything too heavy, like too thick. This one here is a little pearl, but he's not actually that little when you put him onto something, because he might be too high. On a thing like this, I've gone off the track there. See that one there? I bet you can't see it. That's probably the size you need. And I'm sure I got them, and I think they are really a good thing that I bought on a bracelet one time. But I still wanted it anyway. I mean, I only got it from a cheapy shop, but it was broken, and the pearls are really nice colour. They're sort of a antique-y looking thing. So it's all good. Okay. I'm here, don't really panic, I'm still here. I just go quiet sometimes, I suppose, because that's the thing about this. You can just sit here quietly and sew. Then he takes the needle and cotton, and fabric and all other things that I've got come to use on them. Okay, now that's going to go back over there, like so. This is good fun, isn't it? Aren't we having a good... I am having a good time here. Now, where's the other audio? I only use one strand because it doesn't... It's going to hold things in place while you actually sew, but it doesn't really need to... Now, if you can find some of those flathead pins, they're good if you're going to do much pinning. I don't have one here with me, which is a shame. I have one that's shaped like a star, and it's flat. The only reason being for that is because these ones here will get your cotton caught round them all the time. So, these ones with the balls on the end, they get your cotton stuck. Or they all do, I suppose, but you don't need to pin that much anyway, because if you're sewing and ironing, you don't need to do pinning. I'm going to cut this bit off now because it's going to balk me when I'm going to sew it. I hope I'm not going to cut that cotton. Just go up along here. I know the other ones I showed you, I just had all the pieces cut out, but this you don't. You have all different sizes. Oh, look at me going around to the back here. hooked it over. Now I've got to undo that and re-thread it again. I might have threaded the needle a few times in my life, I think. And if you want it in a good cotton too is a good thing for threading the needle. If your needle, you can't thread it, you know, sometimes your cotton might be too thick or fray might be a word. It could be too fray. So we were saying now we collect up buttons. Small ones, you know, are good, like, and sometimes you need, you know, probably up to 6 of each sort, like this, so they're the same. Would look nice. Little beads, thread, all sorts of different thread you can use. Crochet thread, embroidery thread, pearl, the crochet thread or pearl thread you can buy, this like the crochet one. I'm going to show you them anyway. Right, now we're going to try and make a around the corner thing there and that bit, and then we're finished doing this piece. So where's the nice piece of something to put onto there? I might put, will this fit on this corner? Or only just, it's pushing it, Sonya. I might have to get a bit bigger bit. Get a bit bigger piece. Okay. I don't know if I've got any of that on there. I unplugged all my computer and moved it out of the way so it wouldn't be my laptop, so it wouldn't be in my road. So I could do this. What have I got here? I need a bit of that, I suppose. Didn't want pink. Do I want pink? Oh yeah, got a bit of pink. I haven't got any of this on here, have I? Any of this is a piece of linen, beautiful piece of pink linen. I picked it up, you know, at one of the second-hand shops somewhere. Okay. What did I do with my needle? There it is. I knew I had it sitting somewhere on a piece of thread. So I'm going to put this piece over here somehow, like that, maybe, like that. Turn it back. No, you're taking away too much of that one. Okay, so I'm going to move it over and I'm going to have a hole, right? But when I mind about the hole, we're not going to worry about the hole just yet, because I'm going to show you what, if this was ironed it'd be a lot better, but I'm going to just do my best for the day. My hubby took the iron out because I said to him to do that, because if I had it switched on, I thought, well, I'm not going to struggle with all these things at one time because I'll end up burning myself, and that that wouldn't make me happy. Okay, so let's just have this go at this again. Now, if you like, you can pin your things into place. I might just put this one here. Just don't like getting it stuck. That's all. Hope I'm not covering up too much of that. Wait a minute. No, probably not. I don't know. This is only a small piece of work, isn't it? So if that goes across there like that, I think that'll look good. Won't have that much because you got it all taken away then, because it goes behind there, see? It goes it cuts off, I should say. Righto, so let's do this bit. Righto. It's a shame, did I make a knot? Yep, good. People, you'll probably think that I'm very forgetful, but I guess what I'm doing is saying what people would be thinking anyway, you know, if you're not, I'm talking where I usually would not say, and just go and have a look. But I want to, you know, I need to communicate with you. This is what we're saying, you know. I'm saying what I'm thinking, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. So, I'm waiting to get swimming. Next weekend, I think it's this weekend, our pool will be open. Our local pool. And I'm off to the pool. Except this morning when I woke up, I thought, well, it'd be a bit silly for me to be going down there in this temperature because I'll be freezing to bits coming home because I don't have a car. I'm going to be riding down there on my mobility scooter. And so I'm going to cut that off there, so it's right. So I'll be going down on my mobility scooter and I will be freezing coming home if I... So I'm hoping that the weather gets really warm really fast now. So I'm going to pin this up here along this part. So I have a couple of little patches that didn't quite cover, which is good because it gives me something to show you. It gives me something to show you how to fix. Oh well. And untwist the cotton if it's twisting up on you because that's annoying, isn't it? That and the thing that you spray with the shower. It gets twisted up, that thing does. Oh, drives me mad. I've sprayed my hair. And it just, speaking of my hair, I suppose I should, no, don't go across there. You've done that. Speaking of my hair, it's all breaking off. I don't know why. I'm really upset because I have long hair. Well, I did have. And it's just all breaking off. And I've got no reason to wonder. I guess I just don't know. I'm not happy because I've always liked having my hair long, even though I don't wear it down. Oh, well, I do now because I've hardly got any left. It doesn't impress me at all. It's really upsetting me. Whether it's from the medication I take from being diabetic or what I have from when I have blood pressure, I still have to take them so it doesn't go high again. And I don't know. I just don't know what's causing it. Don't want to go to the doctor. I don't want to take tests and I don't fancy that. But then again, I don't want to have no hair either. It just keeps breaking. I was thinking last night, I remember a couple of my aunties, I used to think, oh, you poor thing, because they had nearly no hair either. They had a few little wisps of hair. I suppose these days people, this little wig or something, I don't know what they do, but I won't be doing such a thing, and I don't fancy myself with no hair, so I don't know what I'm going to do. I haven't got an idea. I'm thinking about having to go and get it cut, and then I'm not going to be happy with that because I do not want a boy hairdo, thank you. I just do not. Anyway, so I made a knot in that when I've ended that off, okay? I don't need the pins on there now because that's already sewn. So I stitched around there and it's going to iron down flat. So I'm not going to be too upset about it, but I didn't want to actually leave it like that. Won't be. I'll have to iron it out straight or flat or whatever. I might put this on the corner, put a bit more of this back into it. What do you reckon? That's upside down. Oh, not. I need a piece of this one. I need a piece of this one here. A little bit of this colour. I do. What's this colour? See, it doesn't matter about your colours. You can put whatever you want on it. Because we're going to have a lot more work to go on it after that. You see, you want to have plenty. Oh, Sonya, you didn't even cut it long enough. How could you do that? Hang on a minute till I see. No, it's all right. It will cover that over. When I take this bit off, it might not. I'll cut it like this and end up with confetti here in a minute. If I do it like that way, it's going to fit. Eh? There you go. Look at that. More thread. More thread. Wish I had some sort of an idea to see what time it was on this thing. I don't think I've been on here that long this time though. Don't think so. Oh, got fluff everywhere now. Yeah, well, that's how things go, isn't it? Now I've got to finish this and show you what to get sorted. Get yourself some things together so you can craft along with me and we can do this, okay? I find it very relaxing to be when somebody else is doing a bit of crafting too, you know, like if you're watching anything on YouTube and that, but well, I can't because well, sometimes I do, but now I will be able to because I've got plenty more room with, now I've moved out some of my stuff. I might have to have some sort of a de-stash on a few things because I just collected up so much stuff, and I know I need a few beads for this, but that's all because I went in the room and got out some beads the other day out of my bead drawer, so I've got a few of them together, but I have enough for everything else to make a few quilts actually. I'm not actually making a quilt, but, you know, because that's just too big of a project for me to put into my mind. Say that to me and it scares me. And you go, oh no. You'd have to make about 60 or something, the bigger ones. 50 or 60 you'd have to make. If you wanted something that was, oh, that's only 6 foot by 6 foot. That's not very big, is it, for you? I suppose it's for decorate. You could just have one for decoration and you wouldn't use it for sleeping under. You could just take it off of a night time if you wanted to. I have patchwork covers on this chair I'm sitting on the chair over there beside me. I bought my husband one the other day at the thrift shop for $8, brand new, beautiful patchwork piece. He has one on the washing machine. I'm going to get off him. So I do like it. I mean, I do love patchwork. I haven't got a lot of the crazy one, though. Crazy patchwork. I sold all I made except for a couple that I wanted to keep myself. So it was years down the track when I used to do back there when I used to do my markets. One lady I saw up the street and she's still got a bag and she says, I still carry my bag. I thought, that's really good. That's really good. Okay. Now, I just went on that because I wanted to fasten that down the best I could with under the circumstances because I've got no iron thing handy. So you can see what the difference is where I've pressed these, and I haven't pressed these ones here that I put on, but it will be okay. So also I'll show you just now too how to fix those holes because we don't want holes in it. Okay, I just want another drink, thank you. I can't put the water on the same table as what I do me work on. Now I've got, well, I'll show you the things that we're going to have to use, okay, that you need, you can collect up some of. Now I've got this little container here of silk ribbons and organza ribbons. So this silk ribbon here, I'll just get this one out that I can see that's unwrapped. This will probably be something the colour I won't use on here, but this is 2 yards on it, which is 1.8 metres, and that's because it says that on there. That's how come I picked that up that quick. And this one's 13 millimetres wide, and you buy them on the card like this, or I know you can buy them not on the card like this, because these were about, I don't know, probably $3, $4 a thing. You can get an organza one that I really like too. This is really, really pretty because it makes a really nice flower. So you can get those. And that one. And my cat decided now it wants to come in here. So there's lots of different, I got lots of different colours and sizes. The thin one I like for leaves and things. And there's a blue one, it's 7 millimetres, and this one here is 2.4 millimetres. That's the length of it, isn't it? Or the width. No, this is 4 millimetres wide. Okay, that's the width of it there. This one here, does it say? 7 millimetres, that one is. 3 yards, 7 millimetres. I was reading the wrong thing there, sorry. So that's them there. I've got all different bits of those. I've got some... these other ones here, I think they're like fake, but it's still good. Still good to use. It's soft and it's still good to use. So, you know, that's really nice. And I've got a bit of green on there too because I rolled them up because they're getting all everywhere. You can use the satin ribbon. This is the satin one that's only really thin. Get the one that's very light because you can get a real stiff one too and it's not easy to use. But this lighter one is. It's only cheap and it's really soft and easy to use. And a thinner, I like the colour of that. That's why I've got that one in there. But you can get them like this wide too. And they're not very expensive at all. So they're okay to use as well. I've got some variegated ones in here that I haven't really used at all. So that'll be something I can be different. I've got some embroidery thread, and I like to use the pearl cotton the best. I do like to use these pearl cottons. I have a few in a box. What did I do with the box? Okay, I got some in a box. So I've got plenty. I think I wound some off onto here. I don't know. I did something with them. I just must have wound them on here. But these colours that I've got in here is really what I'll only use anyway today, or whenever. So that's all right. So that's them. There's a variegated one. That's handy to have. I have got some silk. No, wait a minute. What's this here? This is really old. This is rayon crochet thread. Now that's a really nice one to use. And I haven't, but I will. So why not? I mean, I've got them at a sale somewhere, so that's what I will use on my work. Here's the other thing that I was talking about with bits in it. So these are the crochet threads that I've got here, and they come on a roll like that, and they work out about $3, and you get a lot out of that. There's a real lot in that. I've got some pearls in here and some other bits of decoration, and I've got some thread, and I have a whole heap of flowers, little flower appliques in here too. We'll use some, but not a lot, because I'm going to be making the flowers with beads and thread. I have a little tray here with well, that's not a tray, it's a plate. I have a plate here with my bits and pieces on. A little bag of blue, I love them. Anyway, I've got lots of dear little bits and pieces there, if you can see. Where's that camera going to? Okay. So there's all sorts of things that you can collect up. Sequins, I've got a lot of sort of different shape sequences. These are a long one. These are like a cup flower one. You're going to put a bead in them. There's some little hearts. There's all different sorts of shapes of beads, and these are nice little cup ones too. I think I got them at one of our local stores actually, because they weren't too dear, and I don't know if they've got them anymore. I don't think they have. It always happens that way, doesn't it? I'll just show you. There's some things in a tin. Bits in a tin. It's got some little bits and pieces. that I may use on there. I don't know if anything... They've got to have a hole in them though, because you want to sew them on. Don't think you want to do gluing. We don't want to do any gluing. Okay? I can take some of these little bubbly things off there and use them. I've got some little buttons. Plus I've got them tiny, tiny buttons. So that's just a collection of little bits and pieces that I might want to put on there. And of course I've got these wee little buttons that I bought. Plus there's some there that I already owned, which are smaller still. They're the tiniest things you ever did see. So they'll be going on there because that's just the thing for them. Now I've got, don't put that up there, so it'll fall down. Now I was lucky enough to be sent all these beautiful pieces by Annette. She sent me these. She's in Tasmania, and she sent me a whole heap. This is only some of the applique pieces that she dyed and changed the colour of and that. And this is off a piece of lace. So here is some of the ideas. Now, I bought this necklace with all these beads on it for $3. I've been cutting, I just cut the wire and then let the beads off onto my tray. So I've got that there. More bags of little beads here. Lots of beads. Bits of applique already beaded. Bits of lace, sari silk. There's some really nice ribbons in here that I didn't roll up. I should have done. I just have a very large amount of bits and pieces, so I can just use whatever I need when I need it. And this was on like I said, I cut that off something. These nice pieces of lace are good to use. I've got some nice shiny thread there. There's just some things that I collected up. I collected up these bits because I wanted to use them, you see. I cut that off of something. Well, put it this way, they'll last me forever. These are some more pieces that Annette gave me that I can put in my work because they're nice colours. This cotton lace is good to have, to use the cotton lace. Love the colour of this. There's going to be something of that colour in something soon, I'm sure, because I just love the colour. I've got bits of old, really old pieces of lace here, vintage pieces that I can use. I just have so many beautiful things, and these really beautiful pieces that somebody sent me, and I can't remember if it was Avril or who did this. Please tell me if it was you. I'm going to actually incorporate one of these into one of them eventually, okay? Because when I found them, I'd already started, and I thought, well, it won't work with this one. So all under here, there's more bits, and this one here, I must go find the rest of this. I love this flower. I'll show you my flower. I just want to set this back down here, because I do have another box of stuff over there, but we won't worry about trying to dig that out just yet. I'll leave that there, that thing up there. Where was that thing I was going to show you? Here. Right, see, so I do love these. Now, I have made that out of a piece of white, and then I coloured it with my texture, and that makes a really nice flower, doesn't it? Yeah, I do like that flower. So, and of course you need bits and pieces of fabric, and you can use the smallest pieces that you can find, or whatever you want to do. Doesn't really matter. I try to keep them in the sort of colour-wise that will go together. And if you look at this, you'll probably see that most of the things on here are coming from this, well, this piece. They all go, don't they? Sort of thing, No, you reckon? So what you do then, so you got a hole there. There's another hole. Well, I can't see it for looking. I don't know where. There's one. There's one there too. Okay, so what we would do is put that on it. Right? You sew that on there. So I'm going to just put a pin in that. And we can sew that on there. And the one on the edge, the only thing with this is I don't think I'm going to need that, so what I might do is put a piece of fabric on there because it's going to be in the seam. See, it's going to be, a lot of it's going to be in the seam. So if I put a piece of fabric on it, it'll still be in the seam, won't it? Do you think? No, let's put a piece of lace on it, and that way it's going to cover it properly and look right. If I put that there, and then the seam goes past it, right, you're still going to see a piece of this, okay? But my seam's going to be about that wide. And when I put this on here, it's going to be easier to put it on than the other pieces because it's going to match in there, you know? It's all going to go together, I promise. I hope. So I'm just going to put that in there. And then I might have to go, and I'll come back and I'll do some stitches for you. Okay? I'll do a bit of stitching. I don't know what time. Should have timed myself, shouldn't I? I don't know why I don't think to do that. I hope I do it on the next one. Now, if you put it on in the first place with a piece of thread that goes in with everything else, like I've got a creamy colour here, not actually white, it's a creamy colour. And then when if you want to, you can change the colour of your thread when you're going to be decorating it. Right, so when you're decorating your piece, you can change the colour of your thread then. Because you're not going to, this is just a base to hold it down, alright? It's just basic to hold it down. Or if you feel like you know what you want to put there, you can actually add a bead or two as you're going. But you can't pull it out later, that's the only thing. You don't have to take it out though because you're going to not be able to see it, I don't think. Oh yeah, you're not going to be able to see it. So, I'll just go on behind there. The only thing about this very fine piece of thread and these little needles is they keep coming unthreaded if you've not got two pieces together, which I'm going to be working with a bit thicker cotton shortly, so okay, so we're going to come down into this piece here and I'll go right across here at the back. I'm only going to put one stitch here and there because I will probably be putting some beads and things about and that'll hold it all down nicely. Anyway, it's not going to go anywhere, I hope. There we go. Rightio now. I want to thank everybody for watching. Hope you all subscribe to more of these and click on the little icon bell and then when I do another video it'll come up, it'll remind you that I've done it and you come and have a look and see what I've done, okay? So thank you very much for watching and I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.